Denmark in end of 1960s, there was a very, very big interest in music. We have a lot of jazz musicians, blues musicians, rock musicians who moved to Denmark. We have very many Afro-Americans who moved to Denmark because the racism was very, very small. So in Denmark they could play the music, drink the beer, and the girls loved them. And that actually built a very big culture for us. And with the culture comes the reproducing of the sound, so the speaker. And you know, a lot of these guys, including Ole Clifford, was a hippie. They loved music, and they loved culture, and they loved the art of both music and culture. So it started a big wave of hi-fi producers. It was the one country per capita with the most hi-fi producing companies in the world. So that's why you find very many big and serious hi-fi companies in Denmark, because it ended up to be a tradition, but with the love for the music. Good morning, my name is Mads Clifford. I am the managing director of AudioVector, a Danish high-end speaker company. When we started back in '79, we had a revolution in especially Denmark with hi-fi equipment. And Ole Clifford, the founder, decided that there was no products on the market that he liked and that he wanted to listen to every day, so he decided to build his own. To do a long story short, with 40 years of experience, with 40 years of development, and with 40 years of testing many different models, it gives us the tools to do unique speakers with unique concepts. Every speaker we have at the moment on the model program is handmade in Denmark, in Copenhagen, in the Free Harbor. And we have at the moment 3 Danish craftsmen, educated craftsmen, also with the love of hi-fi and audio, that works for us. And we do everything by hand. The tweeters, even if it's dome tweeters or AMT, air motion transformers, built on Dr. Oscar Heil principles from the 70s, late 60s, it is built by hand. The AudioVector AMT tweeter is very special and is a very difficult tweeter to handle as when you're a product manager and you need to make new products. The AMT we've been making for more than 20 years now. And the specialty for our AMT tweeter is that we have a very special and strong magnetic system combined with a fabric system for the air to go through, and it is open to the back. This is a picture of the tweeter. This is made by many parts, and I would say approximately to make 10 of these will take one whole day for one of our educated craftsmen. And I think the rest is company secret. Well, the AudioVector drivers have been made by ScanSpeak for a long time, but this is no ordinary ScanSpeak product. The ScanSpeak drivers we have designed. So it's made by our drawings. We have made the diffuser, the carbon fiber and glass fiber blend in the membrane. We make our own magnetic system, and we have ScanSpeak build our products by hand in Denmark because they are absolutely the best drivers in the world as far as we're concerned. I would like to show you something. You know, a normal voice coil is wounded on aluminum. And as everyone knows, aluminum is not magnetic. But what can happen is a resistance caused by something called hysterese. You see this? It goes in to the magnet very slow, very fine but very slow. This is aluminum. When the voice coil is wounded on titanium, there's no resistance. Not a lot of people know this. But all drivers we have are wounded on titanium to prevent any resistance possible. And that is the concept for all AudioVector speakers. No energy storage, Absolutely no compromise. We do not jump the fence here. We make products, good products, extremely well products, working products in high quality every time we do a speaker. That's the most important thing about AudioVector. And of course, again, with 40 years of experience, a thing like this comes to mind, but not after 1 year, maybe after 20 years. When you've been thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, now it's here. We need to change something in the driver. And sometimes you have to try to have it work. AudioVector have a line called AudioVector Discrete Series. And the Discrete is an active module that we put into the speakers instead of normal crossover. It is an amplifier made by AudioVector, of course with some help because it's very difficult work, but it's made by us, voiced by us, and whole sound picture is made out from the AudioVector listening ears. It is available in SR1, SR3 series, and also in smaller series from before. If you take Scandinavia, for example, the active speaker market grows and grows and grows. And many manufacturers of equipment, it's necessary to have, power supply, amplifier, one more amplifier, monos, everything. It makes it easier for the customers in the designer homes, in the smaller apartments, to buy a plug-and-play hi-fi series system. I must say that AudioVector is 80% passive and 20% sales active. So we like it old school also, but I think, of course, the active series will be in the future because it's easy. And I can see that many people use Tidal or Deezer or some other service with high quality to stream because it's easier. Now they have 24 million songs in their pocket, and that's easier for the younger people than going to find a CD or to go find a record in the shelf. And AudioVector, for example, have also and will launch within 1 or 2 months a cooperation with Tidal Hi-Fi, so that every speaker we send out from the factory, of course with respect to the countries that can handle Tidal, they get 3 months free Tidal membership in the Hi-Fi mode. And that also goes for the passive speakers. But what we can see is that it gets very popular, and that the easy access to the music, because it's about the music, is very important. For the last 2 years, AudioVector and the AudioVector crew have been working on potential new products. This has to be a new product, not an upgrade or a version 2, but a new product. And we're finally there where we, within a couple of weeks, has a prototype ready for potential market. But it will be affordable luxury product. It will be one bookshelf, one floor stander. It will be very nice equipment in this speaker. In the spirit of AudioVector still, it will also be handmade in Denmark. And that's all I can tell you for now. I will make one passive, we will make one active. Of course we have the high end and the middle high end, which is another range of speakers. This, for example, is a 2.5-way floor stander. It has some other principles, but it will be so that the range goes in understandable steps from middle to high. But we don't plan to make anything super cheap and for electronic marts and so on. The Polish market for AudioVector is a very good market. It's a growing market. At the moment, and for many years ahead, we have a very good distributor called Voice. And Voice is handling our products with great respect. I have been, for these days, visiting 4 or 5 dealers, and I can see the respect from dealer to distributor. For Polish market in general, I can see that 2-channel is very popular. And we are very lucky and very happy that the Polish customers are taking AudioVector in as a known and respected brand for them. But I can see that Polish culture has great love for music, also great love for culture. It is like Denmark. And also great love for products and for good quality, I can see. So I expect a lot from the Polish market, and we will be present in this market for many years ahead and as active as we possibly can. And you know, a shop like High Tone, Home of Perfection, it's a pleasure to come because it looks bloody nice and they have good products, they have good sound, they have good equipment for our products. So if this is the way to go, I'm very happy to be in Poland very often.